Hi guys, how's it going? So I just want to give you a tiny little insight into how we film our vlogs. It's all quite a straightforward process. So I'm going to do a little run through of all the equipment that we use, the software that we use, how we set up our cameras. The camera equipment that I'm using is just this little Sony camera. I think it's called a ZES ZV-1. So this is roughly around £700. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a wide angle lens. I was previously using an iPhone 13 Pro, and that did have a wide angle lens. It was really good. That was about 1,200 quid, that phone. And I don't know if you can notice it or not, but yeah, the wide angle here gives you a little bit more width, and inside a Narrowboat, I think that's quite important. But the wide angle lens just kept freezing. It got to the point where every 30 seconds it would be freezing. So I'd be holding the camera up like this to my face, and I'm not even sure if it's filming because it's all, I filmed it from, you know, the other way around, and I'd be speaking into the camera for 5 minutes, and then you've realised it's turned itself off 30 seconds in. So I sent two iPhones back, and I've just gone back to using my little Sony now. And I've also bought a Samsung S10, I believe it's called. This is what this is being shot on, and that was about 230 quid on a Music Magpie, and that's got the wide angle lens, and it does just as good a job, really. I mean, it's not quite as good as the iPhone 13, but it does a good job. It does what I need it to do. We're not a professional channel, we're just doing it for a giggle, really. And you know, the less expenses the better, really. Again, we try and keep everything to sort of bare minimum, really. We haven't got a drone yet or anything. We'd like to get the old drone going, but I don't think it's essential. It might set the mood a bit, sort of more when we're going around cruising, but I don't know how much more it will add to the channel. Cruising the Cut done it without a drone, and he's got the biggest channel going, hasn't he? So yeah, we'll see. So we are still a relatively new Narrowboat channel, so none of this is probably the way other channels do it. Mine is very, very basic, but less is more sometimes, guys. Let's pop him on there, bang in on record. We're just doing a bit of work on the hatches at the moment. It's all very straightforward, guys. And there is absolutely no planning or structure that goes into making these vlogs. We just leave the camera on the side, and when one of us is working, we pick it up and we try to record it. And then later, when I get to editing it, I just sort of have to sort of make it seem interesting, I suppose. So when we're cruising around, that's just lying on the back, really. So anyone can pick it up. Bex can pick it up, I can pick it up. You know, whenever anything sort of happens, someone can just grab it and go for it. And it's all very easy to use. I'll just use it on the standard settings, really. That seems the easiest. A lot of the time, I bang one of them up here. There we go. Pop him up there. He's always very stable. And then me and Bex on the back here, and obviously that's why it's so noisy, because it's on there. The engine's down here. So we are looking into sort of dampening the sound of the engine if we can. I know you can get some sort of thick cushioning that sits on the wooden panels at the back here, and that should bring down the noise of the engine. It's not that bad when you're actually on the back and you're cruising around. Behold my beautiful solo stand. Yeah, that's just a really, really cheap stand off Amazon. Probably about a tenner. But when we're doing sort of work on the outside of the boat and no one can operate the camera, we just bung it, set it up, and you can just sort of move it around. So then if I'm doing some work over here, you know, you get a little bit of it. And I did find when I was using the old mobile phone, it's handy to have one with a half decent camera in your pocket, so you just don't miss anything. So if we go out and about and we want to grab a bit of food, and we might want to sort of film the journey, as boring as it can be, you know, or even if you're up at a lock and you just need to film something, you may not have grabbed the camera. The mobile phone is great backup. You just have it in your pocket, just whip it out ever so often and film some bits, and yeah, you never miss a thing, do you? Yeah, got a couple of these little 128 gigabyte memory cards, because you definitely do not want to be running out of space, do you? And if you do buy them, most people know this, but go to somewhere like Curry's to buy them, or Tesco's. Do not get them off eBay or even Amazon, because you don't know if they're legitimate, and Amazon has different sellers that sell them on there. So Chrissy Crobot's tip of the day, that everyone probably knows anyway. What we have got here is my new awesome 360 camera that Brother T gave me, Brother Crobot. And this is awesome, this little bit of kit. Whack that on there, and you literally just push the button to start recording. And I normally whack him up in here, you see? This is for our aerial, but luckily it fits in there perfectly, and that gives you the full 360 around the boat. So when you come to edit it, you can literally use any angle. So I edit the boat going forward at one point, I edit it facing the back at one point, and then maybe a little bit of sideways too, and it seems to sort of cover all angles really. So when I come to edit, I'm using my trusty Mac PowerBook. I grab the files off my SD card, all very technical guys. And I'm using a Final Cut Pro here. I love this program. It's a really, really easy program to use. And it's just about £200 this, and it's a one-off payment. And yeah, you just drag the little files in here. Then you grab your cup of tea and put that in here. Yeah, then you just sort of noodle around a bit with the videos and sort of drag them into the right spots where they feel right. I have been known to spend absolutely ages on just making one vlog though. I don't know how long other people take, but I once started at 8 in the morning and didn't finish till 12 at night, and that was one vlog. So yeah, it can take bloody ages. So hence why it can be a struggle sometimes to even just get one a week out. My plan is to get at least 3 to 4 a week out, but you know, it's so much work guys. My trusted Blue Yeti for my what I'm doing here, my vocal overdubs, and this microphone's about 120 quid I think. I pay a monthly subscription of £10 to Epidemic Music so I can use all their music for our vlogs. I've got absolutely tons of music I've made myself, but it just feels a little bit weird putting them into the vlog. So my mum said that the other day. She said, use your own music. And I said, it just feels a little bit weird putting me. It's a little bit too personal putting my love songs in there and stuff in it. So yeah, maybe one day, guys. On that note, a quick plug of my solo albums, guys. I've got about 10 of them on here. Links in the description, and they're all free. Yeah, we like free, don't we? Yeah, again, I've just been doing them for fun, really. I play all the instruments on them, and I just recorded them over the last sort of 10 years or so. Who knows, maybe one day I'll put on a little live stream for a bit of fun for you guys. I use a program called Affinity for making the thumbnails, and this program was, I think it was about 70 quid. Again, a one-off payment. And yeah, you just drag a photo in, you mess around with the text that you want, you change the colour of the text, yeah, you know, it's quite straightforward really after a few goes. So we started our YouTube channel in January 2021, I believe. And to get monetised, you need to have 4,000 hours watch time over the last 12 months and at least 1,000 subscribers to your channel. And I think we got there at about the 6-month point, and we get paid through this Google AdSense. And it's just a tiny little bit of pocket money really at the moment. I had the idea of doing it because my brother's a YouTuber and I actually edit a lot of his videos. So check his channel out, guys. He has just purchased a monster truck. Mental, innit? I do not want a monster truck. Just yet. So I hope this has given you guys a little insight and maybe even helped like a few people that are thinking about doing YouTube. But I think the main idea is do it for fun, and then, you know, if you can make a little bit of money out of it, brilliant. Right, cheers. See you in the next one, guys. These feelings break me down.